whole Republican. See, All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here tonight to talk with you guys a little bit, and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Let me make sure to check if my sound's okay. Give me a second. All right. All right, sound is sounding good. It's Saturday evening, and we're gonna talk about a few things this week. I've been paying attention to the moves of the new president, some things that he decided to do, and I was just posting the things that he was deciding to do on my Twitter and Instagram, and the responses. Those of you that was on my Twitter and Instagram, you seen those responses. Literally Obama 2.0 responses, sad responses that had me so frustrated. But I'm gonna lead up to that because it's something that happened today that just really just like I say, you know what? I gotta go live, have a frustration stream. Then after this frustration stream, then we're gonna go to African Diaspora News Insider, and I'm gonna let people come on the StreamYard. I'm gonna go to StreamYard this time, and I'll set up the rules to that, and I'll let you tell me what your frustrations are, or if you support this crap. But I do this uninterrupted here. So let me tell you what my frustration's at. My frustration is not even so much Jim Crow Joe. He's not really my frustration. At the end of the day, my frustration is actually with black folks, not Jim Crow Joe. Jim Crow Joe been doing the same thing he been doing for past 40 some odd years. I mean, you knew what he was about before he got in there, okay? That's one thing that we could say about him. He had a track record. He had a proven track record on what he would do. His thought processes about black folk. I mean, what he did to black folk with the crime bill. I mean, none of it was hidden. It's not like say, oh, shoot, I didn't know that. Everyone knew that. And they still did what they did anyway. So let's go to it, so I can get to my whole spiel on this. Oh yeah. Also, people in the chat, if you are moderating, can you check out for that? Anyway, somebody said in the chat they didn't know that. See that's another problem too. Oh my God. We live in the information age. It's no excuse for you not to know. It's no excuse. It's no excuse. Don't depend on me or other people to tell you all the information. Start researching on your own. I mean, this country, has they got y'all that bad that you can't think for yourselves? This is why there are people that come work for me. They cannot work for me not thinking on their own. I won't have nobody working for me that I got to tell every step of the way what to do. When somebody come over here, whether they a contributor or they get to the point they're actually working for us, they're going to choose the story. They're going to come up with their own commentary. They're going to come up with everything. I'm not going to tell somebody what to do because I want people that know how to think. I don't want people around me that don't know how to think. That's the worst people ever. Like, well, tell me what to do. No, you think for yourself. Tell me what you're going to do. I just don't like people that can't think. Look, I know this system like people that don't think, but you can't be around me and not thinking. I don't like that. Because I got children. I got a 6-year-old. I don't need to sit and I teach her to think for herself too. I don't want people around me that can't think. Because what if I may not have an answer? I may need to lean on you for the answer that time. And you looking at me like, I don't know. And somebody already talking about the illegal immigration thing. I'm gonna get to that too. But anyway, let's start it off. So, this is what I posted on my my Twitter page. It said Biden's actions on the first day: rejoin the Paris Climate Accord, rejoin the World Health Organization. Yay! installed coronavirus response coordinator, canceled the Keystone XL pipeline, which from what I read got rid of 11,000 jobs, and Canada is kind of mad about that. Included non-citizens in the census. Implemented mask mandate on federal property. Okay, I don't have no issue with that. Halted funding for Trump's border wall. Reverse travel ban targeting largely Muslim countries. Resume regular press briefing. Pause some deportations for 100 days and rescinded the 1776 commission. Now, out of all of that, what part of that is relevant to Black Americans? Now, we do remember that Joe Biden said that Black Americans is the one that got him voted in. And yet, look at what he done on his first day. Now, can someone tell me, I want to see when you respond a certain way that somebody responded to me on Twitter. Do any of that have to do anything with Black Americans at all? Because from what I'm seeing people that Muslims, I'm seeing immigration, I'm seeing all kind of other things. But is that related to Black Americans? Can someone tell me? Okay. Black Centaura. Let me see. One thing I'm not going to do is you got to go. Because see, people, this is what they do, folks. People that can't think for themselves. First, they deflect. They deflect, say somebody else, you support Trump, you work for Trump, you do this, you do that. Then if they can't deflect, they attack the messenger. They don't attack the truth. Attack the truth. Like, show me why I'm lying at. That's what you got to do. You ain't got to attack me. Just show me why I'm lying. Because one thing I'm not going to do is lie on nobody. I'm going to tell you the truth for what it is. I wouldn't lie on Trump. I wouldn't lie on Biden. Because that's not what we do here. We're not like the mainstream media and lie and put our propaganda on people constantly. No, we're going to tell the truth of what they're doing or they're not doing. Okay? All right. Anybody coming here with that? You work for Trump. You like Trump. You a Trump supporter. Get them out of here. Because that's some kind of people that can't think for themselves. Now let's go to the next. Now, see, they kept telling me that, well, Biden just got in there. Man, Phil, I mean, come on. What you want him to do? And this is what he did on his first day. Then I start saying, oh, my God, they're responding like Obama. Just like they said about Obama. Give him a chance. What are you going to do? Right? Now, let's go to this next one. These climate activists expect a lot from President Biden and are afraid to make that clear. So I was saying that Black folks on day one need to be on Biden like white on rice, like black on black rice, whatever you want to say. But you need to be on Biden about the issues in the Black community. Well, coronavirus is going on. And I say, you know what? It's called multitasking. Running the country is multitasking. You can't focus on one thing. But the climate activists have no problem expecting a lot from Biden and are afraid to make that clear. But Black folks are afraid to make it clear. Black folks, a lot of them, are afraid to expect a lot from Joe Biden. See, other people aren't afraid. I watched a video of people coming from Honduras saying to Biden, well, we expect him to follow through on what he said about helping immigrants. He said expected him to do it. He didn't vote in no election. This guy that talked on the news, he didn't vote in no election. He is coming in confidence and demanding Biden do something. He didn't pay a lick of American taxes. He ain't done anything in this country, and him and his people are marching their way over here right now because they demand something. So how is it people outside this country can demand something of Biden, but Black folks got excuses? That's my frustration. My frustration is not Joe Biden. My frustration now is not even other groups. Because you know what? The way Black folks are acting, if I was these other groups and knew how to play the game better, I would do it too. I'd do the same thing too if I was them. Black folks put themselves last out of everything. Everybody else come before them. Oh boy, you know, it'll be a happy day. Get old Trump out of there. Well, we got something to show you about that. Then on top of that, now remember Biden said that black folks is the one that got him elected, right? Now, did y'all know this? Joe Biden's first day began the end of girls' sports. An executive order rigs competition by requiring that biological boys be allowed to compete against girls. Yes, and this is out of the Wall Street Journal, so I'm not making it up. You know, it was all over the place. Did you guys know this? CNN didn't run this in a loop, did they? CNN didn't run this in a loop. Well, parents, what do you think about that? I'm not saying nothing. Parents, what do you think about that? See, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. My biggest problem, my biggest Achilles heels, I care too much. I really care too much because you know what? This is not gonna affect my kid. Not at all. But I know it could affect the rest of my brothers and sisters in some way, shape, or form. That's what I mean. I care too much. But see, some of my brothers and sisters here. Let me show you why Biden was doing all this. Let me show you what some of my brothers and sisters was doing. Let me get to that. Let me show you what my brothers and sisters were doing here. Let me cue this up. Yeah, here we go. No, that's not it. Wrong one. Did I do that? Hold on, y'all. Just give me a second. This is what my brothers and sisters were doing. Let me rewind that back. You know, they doing all the line. They doing all this line dancing. Oh boy, they putting on the show. They can do it with the best of them, ain't they? Young, old. Well, we dancing, boy. Don't look how good we look out there. Look how good we all look out there dancing, going to go vote. Man, that look good, don't we? We know how to put the steps in. We get down. Ain't nobody can get down like black people when it comes to dancing and cutting the jig for massa. Look at that. Then we got one of our brothers out here crying. That's the next one. We crying and cutting the jig. It's this what we do. Oh Lord. I'm sorry. Let me run that in the loop while I'm talking. Let me put this on here. Let me run this in a loop. Sorry. So we crying and we cutting the jig. You know, my grandmother, used to say that some of us, are just class clowns. And if they put us at being a class clown, we'll make an A in every subject. You see, when them migrants and anybody else is coming into this country, no matter where they're coming from, they coming here on a mission. Black folks should be on a mission too. Now, what we doing? We cutting the jig. We crying. That's what we doing. Cutting the jig and crying while other people coming over here on a mission. And then when they come over here on this mission, some of you get mad and you say they replacing us. Well, while they trying to get in where they fit in, this is why they replacing you. You dancing. That's why they're replacing you. Why wouldn't they replace you? You're dancing too much. You're crying. You're getting your booty to the poles. Why they coming in here, going in your neighborhood, playing the game better than you, because that's what they do. Y'all ain't figured that out yet? They play the game way better than you. Let me tell you how they play the game better than you. Let me clear this up. Let me clear this up right now. Let me tell you how they play the game better than you. You ready? I can't get mad at somebody playing the game. You ever heard that statement, don't hate the player, hate the game, all that? What they did with the assistance of the system, though, they come in, and because people know that you just want to carry the load for everybody. That's just what you want to do. You don't want to carry the load for yourself. So let's just be truthful. Let's go back in time a little bit when the numbers wasn't as high. The people coming across the border, some people, no matter where they come from, whether it's Honduras, El Salvador, whatever, right? Wherever they come from. They come in. What did our black leaders at that time say? Our black and brown, brethren, we go through the same things and we should, join together. Even though their elites were saying, that what they deal with ain't my problem. But the majority of them didn't say that. So when the numbers are low, the black community protected them. The numbers got up. They start getting political power. They start becoming sheriffs. They start becoming law enforcement. Now they look at you like they're looking out for their own. They get on jobs. They look out for their own. They try to even get some of y'all fired from a job. Some of you brothers that's working jobs know what I'm talking about. Get you fired and get their cousin in there. I can't get mad at how they move because that's how we should be moving as black people. Okay? This is how we should be moving. We don't move like that. We don't look out for our own. We don't like each other. That's the problem. We don't like each other at all. This is why we can't work together, male or female. We can't work together. We don't like each other. But these other groups, they may not like each other either, but they have, one thing that they need to do. And what that is, now see, y'all about to catch me on live real quick. Now y'all know when I'm live. Baby. Adelina? Yeah. Turn that down. I don't want to hear that. Where's Mom? Turn that down. I'm working. Turn that down. Okay. I'm talking to my 6-year-old. That's what you getting it all in real time. My 6-year-old, she walking around with her tablet. I told her daddy had to work, all that, but she had come out of the room listening to whatever she listening to, right? All right. So you brothers know what I'm talking about with that. So then they get their political caucus. And guess what their political caucus do? Look out for their own. They don't say my black brothers. They don't say that. Their caucus is their caucus. They're doing what's right by their own people. But black people, what are we doing? Still the same thing. What is our caucus is doing? Talking about everybody's issues, but the issues in the black community. You think other people don't see that? Do you think they look at black folks as a joke and something to be used and walked on to get to where you need to be? And it's not that they're forcing themselves on you. You're opening your arms to do it. You're allowing them. Please, I'm the doormat. Walk all over me to get to where you need to be. Get your American dream by stepping on my back. Look, I'm willing to get on my hands and knees so you can do it. All the things that our people fought and died for, look, walk on my back so you can get to it. Listen, everybody know that about us as a collective. It's sad. We get killed in the street. Everybody see that. They're like, shoot, glad ain't them black people. While they constantly coming in, getting political power, moving up and whatever. Then when they start, you seeing them move and have their power, do everything else they're doing, then you want to start saying, well, they replacing us. The only reason that's happening, because you fail to unify. You don't like black people. Let's call it what it is. You talk about white supremacy, but let's talk about for real. The most of us don't like each other. If something is too black, you don't like that either. You get nervous about that. You do all that talking about you want to be, black this and black that. But when it gets too black on you, say, wait, I don't know about all this black stuff. What group of people do you see making videos on social media saying, I don't like those pro-Latinos. All them pro-Latinos, I don't like them. I don't like them pro-Asians. Oh, I can't stand them pro-Asians. I don't like the pro-whites. Oh my God, the pro-whites. Can't stand them pro-whites. I don't like the pro-Arabs. Look at them pro-Arabs. They making me sick. Always talking about Arab this and Arab that and Arab this and that. But who does that? Black people. They do it. Can't stand pro-blacks. I don't like all that blackity black. That's black folks. Other people look at you like, wait, if you're not for your own community, who are you for? Because pro just means for. Now, I get there's a term pro-black and it means something that's sometimes unattainable. And there's a lot of, it's like putting you in the realm of a preacher. That's why I'm not for terms. I don't like terms. I like the term brother, sister. That's it. That's all we are in the scheme of things. I'm not perfect. So I'm not trying to live up to you, to whatever you think I should live up to. But if you're not for your community, then what's the problem? Why are you so offended about someone's saying things that's for the community? You get what I'm saying? Then you got black folk that you say, hey, I'm focusing on the black community and just kind of like what I'm talking about in media. Well, do you want, I mean, well, are you trying to bring more white people in it? And I'm like, oh my God. The CNN, MSNBC, and all them other ones ask those questions about bringing more black people in their stuff. Y'all have to fight with them to get black people on. They are organizations for their own people. They really are. Black folks can't have nothing independent. Matter of fact, some of you would even say someone focusing on the black community in media or something else. Some of you would actually say the asinine statement saying a person's racist for saying that. Some of you would say that. I'll never forget when they was doing really pushing the bank black movement. When it really was pushing that. Of course, the white supremacists didn't like that because they don't want you to be self-sufficient, understand that? Because that goes all the way back to the Willie Lynch letter. They don't want you self-sufficient. But my problem wasn't the white supremacists because trust me, I know what they got going on. It's expected. But what my problem with that response was, black folks. They came in the comment sections at the time. I'm watching it. Y'all think I don't watch the comments, but I do sometimes. One of them said, well, why you guys want to bank at a black bank? I mean, shouldn't it just be any bank? Like, I don't understand that. That's racist to say that you want to bank at a black bank. You know how many black folks responded to that comment? Well, it's not racist. We're just saying that we just want to take our money and put it in a bank that's within our community. I mean, like, there's no reason to feel that way. And I'm like, why, Lord? Why me? Why me? What did I do? And I know some of y'all feel like me on that. I'm not the only one. What did I do? Why I gotta be my people? They are the strongest group of people in the planet Earth. You can't do nothing with them when they ready to get together and do something good, bad, in between. Can't stop them. Got the biggest voice in the world, the leaders of a whole lot of things. But the time to start doing something we supposed to be doing for our community, we cower ourselves back down to a slave on the plantation. The moment Mzungu, mommy, and daddy show up. That's my frustration. Some people right now would rather be back on the slavery plantation just in the house. And they'll be happy with that because they ain't got to do nothing. They can just get fed. They can get they clothes. They can get whatever they want. They ain't got to do nothing because, you know, some of you don't want to do for yourself either. Don't tell me nothing. Don't get mad at me. I'm focusing on what I see. Some people don't want to do for themselves. A lot of them don't. You want Mzungu and mama and daddy to do all the hard work, do all the heavy lifting, and you just want a job. That's it. You happy with a job, a few benefits. You deal with some racism. You put up with their disrespect on the job. You put up with you having more education and they can come in with less education. You train them, they become your boss when you've been there 10 years and they making more money than you in 6 months. You'll put up with that. You'll put up with it. When you got the knowledge and talent to create your own company. You done made these people millions of dollars, but yet you won't take that plunge and create your own company. That's my issue and problem. Right there. You want their validation for everything. You can't do it. Well, I saw your comment talking about the effects of slavery. No. It's not the effects of slavery. A lot of y'all are mental slaves. That's call it what it is. You're mentally enslaved. And I can tell by the way you're talking, you're mentally enslaved. It's like the Willie Lynch letter worked, literally. I mean, we went all through the Willie Lynch letter on the podcast. And the one thing he said to do in the Willie Lynch letter is to make them dependent on us and make them love us. And doggone it, that's what it is. That Willie Lynch letter worked. He said it worked for 1,000 years. Even though it's part of the Willie Lynch letter that warned there is a time that's coming where basically people are going to wake up and going to break that system. But the people that's trying to break that system, like, let's call it what it is. Martin Luther King wasn't liked by a lot of black folks. He wasn't. Malcolm X, he wasn't liked by black folk, a lot of black folks, not just white supremacists. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he wasn't liked by a lot of black folks either. Marcus Garvey wasn't liked by black folks. One of his main people that couldn't stand him was W.E.B. Du Bois. He couldn't stand Marcus Garvey. Why would you hate a brother that's trying to reach out and do something with his people and connect with the continent? Why are you mad at him? That's what I'm talking about. Right there. You trying to do something in the community, help your people, and your own is the one trying to fight you along with the white supremacists. One thing I watch about these other groups, they don't have their own people. I'm not saying they ain't got no self-haters now. But for the most part, when it comes to linking up and being against us, they don't divide on that. The ones who are on that. When it comes to us, oh no, not us. This is why I said 2/3 of us, we just not gonna make it. And I know I ain't looked at the comments, but one person told me before, who are you to say who gonna make it or not? I'm just looking at based on your actions. You get your act together, man. Yeah, these people gonna quote unquote replace you. Doggone right. Cause you're dancing, you're crying. Van Jones, you're crying. They ain't coming here to cry. You got all these men, grown, healthy men coming across that border looking to take everything that you ever had. They sure were, because you ain't doing nothing with it. You're dancing, you're crying. When your men are sitting here crying, that is a problem. When your men is crying, your men, big old tall men crying. Then I want y'all to marinate on this. So, whoo, boy. Okay. I want y'all to marinate on this for 2 seconds. And I'm going to respond to this. Just give me a second. Just read this for a minute. Y'all read that for a minute? Now, when this comes from the Washington Post. Now, Oh, here we go. Here we go. See, that's my problem. My God. I knew this was gonna be a frustration stream tonight. I knew it. One thing that a lot of black folks, this is another reason why people take advantage of you, is because some people don't know how to read between the lines. Some people don't really pay attention to what somebody's saying to you, and you go somewhere totally left on it. Sometimes you get extremely emotional. If your daughter or your son is born, it's okay to cry because you're happy about your son or daughter is born. If a family member passes away, it's okay for you to cry because you're grieving, okay? That's fine. You may have a tear of joy because your child graduated college, you graduated college, you started a business, maybe you were homeless and now you became a millionaire and you're just crying because of what you went through in the past. Oh, God, there's nothing wrong with that, okay? Nothing. And I'm not saying anything wrong with that. What I'm saying is grown men crying that a Mzungu becomes the president. A grown man crying because people are voting for a Mzungu man to become the president. Okay? That's not a good look for grown men when you don't even see the women crying like that. Where's the female equivalent of Van Jones crying every 5 minutes on national TV? Can't you find her? And even if you do find her, I'm not mad because that is a woman. That's okay. But grown freaking black men are supposed to be sitting up here crying because, oh, well, I'm just happy. You know, everything's going to go back to normal. You know what was normal prior to Trump getting in there? How many black people was killed underneath Obama? That's normal. Trayvon Martin, that's normal. Rakia Boyd, that's normal. Corn Gaines, is that normal? Eric Garner, is that normal? Is that normal? Philando Castile, is that normal? Sam DuBose, was that normal? Walter Scott, is that normal? Y'all tell me, Sandra Bland, is that normal too? Charlena Lyles, was that normal? All the names I'm naming is stories I know I've covered over the years of Barack Obama when Joe Biden was the vice president. Is that normal? Is that what we need to go back to? Is that? Matter of fact, Libya is in chaos. Not because of Donald Trump. Libya is in chaos because of Barack Obama and NATO killing Gaddafi. Libya wasn't in chaos and black folks being put back in slavery in Libya during Obama. Say what you want to say about Trump. He didn't do nothing in Africa. Matter of fact, he stayed behind out of Africa. They even said it, man. Trump don't even bother us like that. Wait till Jim Crow Joe. Watch what he do. But anyway, back to this. So I posted this screenshot, well, the whole article actually, and I said, well, just a reminder. I said, this is Biden's Justice Department, the FBI. Do you know you have some black folks told me, no, it ain't. It ain't his. It's still remnants of Trump. I said, oh my God. And that's why, y'all, I'm just frustrated. I'm frustrated because you can't blame Donald Trump for that. He's out. Biden is in. He's in charge of that. See, when he talked about unity, I guess he wasn't talking about unity with you. He was talking about unity within his group. Unity with that Make America Great Again crowd. So maybe this is to throw them a bone to say, hey, you know what? Make America Great Again people that stormed the Capitol. I'm going to make amends with y'all. So we're going to debate about not charging some of y'all. Because you know what? Charging y'all, this is what they said in the article. It may tie up the courts too much. So we need to see about charging some of y'all and think we may not do that. And I guess maybe they thought, you know, they'll throw a bone to the Make America Great Again people. They'll be happy, you know, with Biden and what he chooses to do. OK, maybe he thought he'd be happy. And they want to tie up the courts because they want to make sure the courts are free to prosecute you as black people. One person says Jedi mind trick. Yeah. So that's what y'all thought about that one? And Biden ain't been in a week. But y'all looking good in that dance and that crying, weren't y'all? Now, let's talk about the situation with the illegal immigrants. Now, let me tell you something. They play the game so well. I give them that. They play the game good. Oh, they play the game so well. Biden think he's slick by doing this. Well, he's gonna give him 8 years to pathway, right? He think he's slick with that. They're gonna play the game. They're gonna, oh yeah, Biden, we on your side. And then statistically, according to statistics and the way they vote, they get citizenship. The Democrat Party not gonna benefit like y'all think they are. Y'all talking about, well, they gonna neutralize our vote. No, they not. They're gonna neutralize the Democrat Party because you know what happens if most of you guys that study their voting pattern, who do the Latino community vote for more? Put it in the chat. Do they vote for Democrat or Republican? Put it in the chat. Let's see if you're right. Who they vote for more? Democrat or Republican? Yeah, see, so everybody in the chat knows the answer to that. So let him do it. Because you know what he's going to do? He's going to destroy their party doing that. Because they're going to put on that red hat or whatever Republican that's in there, because let's call it what it is. If you are a student of people's voting patterns, if you are a student of people and pay attention to how people move and how they think and what's their motivations, like I do, I would have told you that the Democrat Party platform is not going to go well for the majority of Latinos. Number one, a lot of them are Catholic. Period. Whether they practice it or not, the majority of them are Catholic. Okay? Father this, they go to mass, they go to all things that they do. Okay? Number two, they do not accept abortion in their community like that. Not to say people don't get in their community, but they got to go sneak and hide to get it. It's not willy-nilly acceptable in their community. Unlike ours is acceptable. Hence to why we got our numbers so low. Number three, all that alphabet bussy brother thing, that's not really acceptable either. Not say people aren't that way, but it's not acceptable by the masses, okay? And the promotion of that is not acceptable. A lot of them think about trying to create a business and they want some tax breaks or whatever. So what platform they going to think about more? They're going to think about their Republican platform. And that's why more of them vote Republican. And that's not going to stop. But he can legalize all he wants. He gonna destroy his own party by doing that. Only a minority of them vote Democrat. But you know, you can't tell geniuses anything. You can't tell them a thing. Now, we talk about Joe Biden. He's in office now. And this is the thing. They have a Democrat-controlled House, a Democrat-controlled Senate. Okay? They have all of that. Now, since they have all of that going on right now, okay, ladies and gentlemen, since they have all that, this will be the time for you to get the fiercest you could ever be if you're really serious about getting something for the black community. If you're serious. If you're not serious, don't worry about it. But when it gets too far out of hand, don't say nothing. Because you know what? I can truly understand why some people throw up their hands and say, man, look, I can't do this no more. I see why. Because like I said before on another live stream, a few days ago, okay, you have a few black folks fighting the horde of those white supremacists. Like those cops were trying to fight that horde of white supremacists at the Capitol. That was a perfect illustration when I saw that. Like you have a few black folks trying to fight, and the majority is sitting there watching those black folks trying to fight the horde themselves, trying to fight and defend the community the best way they can. And what I'm saying is a lot of black folks are just tired of it. A lot of them are tired. Then, you know, the people that do the least got the biggest mouth. Then some black folks get frustrated. Okay, they get frustrated. And then they talk about, man, I just want to go find me somewhere in the continent. I want to do this, I want to do that. And then the same people that don't help them fight here, I'll be criticizing them when they talk about anything on the continent. Criticizing them. Why you want to go over there? It's white supremacy over there. It's da. You ain't doing nothing to make them feel comfortable. You ain't building a community with them. You know, I mean, come on. You still fighting over silly things. We got so many issues and problems that we need to take care of as a community. And we still talking about, I don't like her. I don't like him. Colorism this, colorism that. These black men this, these black women that. I mean, like, seriously? While people are coming in the thousands trying to come in here and take every resource they can get, and you still doing that? That's what I'm talking about. These people are coming. It don't matter if they black folks coming from the continent. They coming. And you know why? You know why they come? They come they come hungry. Because especially on the continent, I've been there. I seen their conditions. So when they come over here, they coming like, I gotta get it. Man, I got an opportunity over here. Same way with them other people down there. They come like, I gotta get it, because they didn't have no life where they had free school. They didn't have no life where they could, get food stamps and Section 8. They didn't have any of that. So coming over here is luxury for them. So they just trying to get it where they live. And then when you hungry, see, black folks, you're too comfortable. And that's why you don't do certain things. You're not hungry. Like my thing is, I always try to focus my attention on staying hungry, because the moment I'm not hungry for something, I'm gonna get comfortable and I'm gonna go down. That's really what it is. Some of you are running just on autopilot because you're not hungry for anything. You comfortable. Some of you really comfortable now that old Trump out of there. Oh my God, you're happy. Trump is out. You ain't got to worry about them Make America Great Again rallies no more that scared you half to death. Why you worrying about how many votes that Biden got? You know the Asian community, they ain't worrying about all that voting. Do you see them out there dancing? No, every time you look up, they making moves. Why? Because they unified. They're unified. Black folks been talking about unification forever, way before I come around. They've been talking about unified with the people. Do for self, build businesses, build schools, do this, do that, do this, do that. Same old, same old. And we're getting perpetually worse as a collective, not as individuals, but as a collective. You have a good contingent of black people that's doing very well in America. Let me make sure I say that. They're doing very well, very, very well. They going up and up and up and up and up all the time. But the reason why I'm saying something, I'm speaking about the collective, because sure, you can get with that crowd of black people that's just doing well for themselves and like, forget them. But then you act like the Blvd at that point. When you say like, F them, I'm good. That's what the Blvd, that's how they are. They're like, I'm good. I'm making my money. I get my trinkets. Shoot, man. I don't care about them. Shoot, I'm glad they're in that position. That way I could be doing this. That's how they think. Well, you're right. You're right about that. But see, the thing is, but that's not always true. Look at me. I have shared and given a lot. Even just on my platform alone, I have shared my platform with many people. And sometimes I do it because I look at it, it's not about me. It's about the greater good. But let's call it what it is. Most black people won't share their platform with you. They ain't about to have you over there. You ain't about to come talking about you going to contribute anything over there. That's just not about to happen. That's their platform and you not coming on it. I've had people come through here, many people come through here. Some I'm still great with. Some, we just don't, for whatever the reason, we don't, but I don't hate nobody. Nobody that ever came through here. I ain't got no beef with nobody. I don't hate nobody. I love everybody. I love them all. Even if they don't love me, I love them all. But I guess maybe I believe in that unification and trying to help other black people sometime a little bit more than most. Maybe that's my fault. Just maybe I was crazy enough to believe that maybe we could try to, at least in the media space, come together from the continent, from Black America to hopefully I can get some Caribbean people. Hopefully I can get some, trying to get some people within our Afro-Latino community eventually. Somebody, maybe who's Afro-Asian, or like whatever, right? Just black people from all over the world, just maybe I'm crazy enough to try to put this thing together. Just maybe I'm just crazy enough to try to do that. But no, most black folks not trying to share their platforms with you. You're right. You're right. Celeste, I guess you say your name. You focus on the people that want it and focus on the people that okay. But this is the problem. The people that want it, they a lot of times get drowned out by the people that don't. It's crazy that people that don't are the loudest voices in the room. That's the problem. They're the loudest voices. They the first ones to jump in when a brother or sister talking about, you know what? I'm thinking about trying to open up me a business in Nigeria. Why you want to do that for? Man, you saw that SARS thing? Why you want to go over there to Nigeria? Like, huh? What are you talking about? No, man, it's white supremacy even in Nigeria. Okay, we live in the land of white supremacy. What's the difference? Have you been to Nigeria? No. Well, how do you know what's going on in Nigeria then? Have you? Because, white supremacy is everywhere. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Just say you're scared to leave Massa. Just say that. I'll respect you a lot more if you say that. Just say it. Them two sisters that went to Bali, right? Yeah, they messed up by talking too much. But when they left this place, they were living very good from what I saw. They said a lot cheaper and better now. They say they messed it up by talking. But what I'm saying is black folks should have the ability to go anywhere they want to and build a business, buy a house or whatever. Why are we relegated to something? But some people, don't want to lead a plantation. Only thing is right is massa stuff, and if massa ain't around, it ain't good. And if going around tweeting black people, not good either. If massa didn't approve of it, it ain't right. Now I gotta get this one out of here. Gone. Anybody like I said before, anybody come in my chat mentioning Donald Trump, I support Trump, I'm a this about Trump, get him out of here. Trump ain't the president no more. He's gone. Stop mentioning him. At least stop mentioning him in relation to me, at least. It doesn't matter if the world hates us. So what? I'm glad you said that. I'm not picking on you. Who cares if the world hates us? Why do you have to have love from everybody? Nobody cares about love like that. Why do you got to be loved so much? Well, everybody hates us. So? People hate me. People hate me because I'm black. People hate me because I'm a black male. People hate me because they don't like my personality. Some people hate me because they feel I shouldn't even have this platform because I'm not smart as them. I'm not articulate as them. I'm not whatever it is to them. I have all kinds of people thinking I shouldn't be where I'm at right now. Do I care? Hell no. I don't care. If you don't like me, so? I don't care white supremacists don't like me, and? I don't care if other black folks don't like me either, okay? Why do you care so much if people like you? Stop being so emotional about people liking you. You should only focus on the people that you need to focus on and say, God, as long as he loves me, I'm good. My family, I'm good. My community, I'm good. Anybody else, kick rocks. If any people in my community don't like me, okay, cool. They can kick rocks. Don't care, just stop caring about other people liking you. My mindset, I'm anticipating people not liking me so it doesn't hurt my feelings. No, I didn't see them rioting in Russia, and I don't care. I mean, they could tear Russia up. They don't bother me. They don't bother me whatsoever. I don't care that's what happened to them people. Well, you know what? Well, I appreciate it. Some people making comments about my shirt. I appreciate it. Actually, my wife bought this shirt for me. Actually, I mean, she has some good taste. She actually bought the shirt, and she bought the skirt to match this, the long skirt to match this, and this other shirt that goes with it. So, yeah, my wife got this one for me. So shout out to my wife. Shout out to her. Yeah, they did talk about Christ. I understand that, but you can't care about what people say about you all the time, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot care. Please stop caring. That's the one thing about y'all. Y'all need to stop doing caring about. These people don't like me. These people I don't care. Like, you need to expect it already. That way, when they act that way towards you, like, oh, okay, well, that's to be expected. They treat you nice. Oh, okay. Well, they treated me nice. Okay, cool. Just anticipate. I always tell people, you got to anticipate the worst and the best. When I make a plan in my life for anything that I do, I make a plan A, and I make a plan B, C, and D. Then I make a plan that say, okay, if this goes wrong, I'm going to do this. Matter of fact, I'm trying to look at what can go wrong so I can put things in place so I don't be destroyed by it. A lot of y'all, and the problem with a lot of black folk is foresight. You only see today. You only see this weekend. You're not looking a week from now, 2 weeks from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. So let me make these moves so I can get to where I need to be because I got a plan. Always remember this. The decisions you made yesterday is what you live in today. Whatever that may be is based off of the decisions from yesterday. And what you want to live in the future is going to be based off decisions you make today. So wherever you at today, good or bad, is because of decisions you made. So if you want to change that, make decisions today so you can live better in the future. So let me see. I know we have a another live coming up, and I'm gonna let some people get in on that live over there on African Diaspora News Insider. And if you haven't subscribed over there, you guys are gonna have to go over there. I need to check what time that live is going to be. Matter of fact, just give me a second so I can make sure I'm on my own live on time. And my little one in here, she is hold on, let me see when. Okay, I can talk to y'all about another 5 minutes or so, but at 10:45 p.m. we're gonna be on African Diaspora News Insider, and it's gonna be a call-in show just to let you say your piece over there. I'm gonna tell you what the rules are to call in, or at least come on the StreamYard. I'll let you guys know what the rules are then. But I know somebody was talking about my fro. Let me tell you about that fro situation. I got tired of it, be honest with you. I got tired that when I sleep, my hair flat. I got to pick this hair out. I got to do this. I got to do that. Oh, it was so much stuff with that hair that I just got to a point and say, you know what? I'm tired of it. I'm ready to cut it. My boy was like, you sure you want to cut it? I'm like, yeah, man, I'm tired of it, man. I can't. I said, I'm done. I said, I said, every day dealing with that's getting on my nerves. So that's really why I cut it. You know, I'm cool with this length right here. I'm cool with this length right here. Well, a lot of people gave me comments on my fro, man. You know, I mean, I seen Kellen in there. Kellen got his hair, you know, dreaded up. Like, you know, I mean, I locked up, whatever. I just can't, my patience level with it. It just, I got frustrated. I say, look, man, I got to cut this off. I just got to do it. I'm tired of that. Like I said, it was getting on my nerves when I wake up, my hair is flat. You know, then I think when the first time I had got it twisted, you know, and then the twist wouldn't last long because they're like, you know, I think, who was it? Alicia told me, yeah, you see, you got to sleep like this. And like the women sleep like this. I said, nah, I ain't sleeping like that. Forget that. That's why twists never last long on my hair because, you know, the way I sleep my head, I'm twisting my head. I'm doing all these things like that. Then it come out. So I done paid about $80 to get it done. And it don't last me 4 or 5 days when it could have lasted me about 2 to 3 weeks. So I said, nah. And then I didn't like when it was coming out. And then the little fuzzy looking hair, I didn't like that either. So I'm like, you know what, let me pick this mess back out. So I just got tired of it, y'all. Black Voltron Reloaded, thank you for coming on the show and say if I need to create a million. Well, you know, create a million jobs. Create them. Go ahead. But in this country, it's going to be hard. I'm telling you, as a small business, it's hard to create jobs in this country because, it's not easy. I'm telling you, it's so much easier to go to the continent and create jobs. It is so much easier. You can hire more people and pay them more than you could have done here. It's so much easier. Trust me. When I finally seen that and that in the continent, you can get, you know, or wherever overseas, you can hire more people than you can hire here. I understand why your manufacturing never coming back to this country. It's never coming back. That wouldn't even make sense to bring it back to this country. If you bring it back to this country, it's going to be all automation. That's what it's going to be. And then you got your Joe Biden talking about he want $15 minimum wage. Let me tell y'all something. Congress vote for that to get $15 minimum wage. It's going to be a lot of unemployment because let me tell you about small business. Small businesses got so much money to pay people. Just because he raised it to $15 an hour, if they would do that, doesn't mean it's going to be good, right? And let's call it what it is. $15 an hour is only good to me or should be minimum wage in California, Washington State, New York, places like that where the cost of living is just astronomical. $15 an hour in Texas, Louisiana, Georgia, the South, that's going to mess up the whole ecosystem of the South. Now, I would say the minimum wage should be in the South. I would say businessman wise, $10 an hour, not 15, 10. 10 is decent for the South, but California, New York, 15 would be the one. Because if a small business have X amount of dollars, Joe Biden and Congress raise it up to 15. Their budget is still what it is. So they gonna raise up the pay, but guess what's gonna happen? I gotta cut this one, and this one, because all I got is this amount of money to pay for payroll. That's what they not telling you about that. Corporations like the big, huge Walmarts and all that, they got the money. But the majority of America is ran off a small business, not all corporations. And you thinking $15, ooh, I'm at McDonald's, I'm making $15 an hour. Watch how long you gonna be there. You're gonna have all them kiosks. They already test on McDonald's now. Them kiosks where you can go and put in, I want the hamburger, the French fry, and all this stuff here in the kiosk, and then you pay, and then you go pick it up. That's exactly what's gonna take your job. Watch. Automation is gonna take your job. Even them people coming across that border, they're not gonna be able to get a McDonald's job either, because automation gonna take that. Let me tell you why automation's better for the small business owner. The machine don't call in sick. The machine don't say my kids got this issue. The machine don't ask for vacation. The machine don't get paid. You don't have to give benefits to the machine. You don't have to give unemployment to the machine. The machine don't even talk unless you're pressing a button. You understand? In the long run, it's gonna be cheaper for the machine than it is for the person. Y'all ain't ready for what's coming down the pipe with this automation. They don't need a break. They don't get tired. They don't need a smoke break every 10 minutes, like some of you. Always need a smoke break. Get off them cigarettes. The junk too expensive. It's killing you. Yeah, you're right. Some McDonald's overseas already got it. It's coming to America. You better believe that. Let him raise that thing to $15 an hour. You go to McDonald's next time. And matter of fact, last time I went to McDonald's, I just wanted to get like a hot chocolate or something. It was a while back. And they had that there. They had that machine where you just putting all that in there. I was like, oh, wow. It was quick. It was quick, too. Easier to deal with the machine than people. Yeah, you're right. The machine can break down. But this is why you have the service plan. You have the service plan, and you have more than one machine. That's usually the way that works. You buy enough machine. They're not gonna just buy one machine for everybody to order. Usually they're gonna put 2 or 3. All 3 of them not gonna break at the same time. Trust me on that. Yes, less than 500 employees is considered a small business. Yeah, you know all them self-checkouts that y'all seeing now? Oh, listen, they even got that at Costco now. The Costco I normally go to, they didn't have that, okay? Now they got that. Self-checkout, matter of fact, they tell you to go to self-checkout, and they got less people checking people out at Costco. It's going to go all of that. Everything going to be self-checkout. You're going to bag your stuff, your own. They're going to cut jobs, I'm telling y'all. Oh, you talking about Andrew Yang? Yeah, he was right about that. He was right. Well, but it's just coming down the line. So all these people that's coming over here talking about, I want to get an American life and freedom, like, ain't gonna be no jobs for you. No low paying jobs. So the automation gonna start that. Then that's gonna be the problem. You're gonna have all these people here trying to fight for jobs, the little bit they do have. And you brothers, I don't know why you brothers not doing construction no more, but these folks are coming across that border and getting all the construction jobs. You brothers ain't got no job, get you a CDL, start driving a truck. 6-figure salary. Especially some of you brothers that went to jail, can't find a job, get you a CDL. Go to truck driving school, whatever you got to do with it, man. Drive trucks. It's a lot of money in truck driving if you brothers can't find a job. They always need somebody to drive a truck. He said Skynet, that's funny. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. And then we're gonna head over there in about about 5 minutes, and then we'll jump in on this other call-in show, and let's talk about what we talked about earlier. About 2/3 of black folks, they just not gonna make it. So we'll check you on the next stream. So head over to African Diaspora News Insider. We'll be there over there in 5.